Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to cover the newest relic called Crimson Chalice. This relic is really good at PvP, it sucks at PvE, you don't want it for PvE, but in PvP it's truly great and it starts being great at just 2 stars. So at 2 stars it becomes better than some of the most filler relics dooms in the chrono slot, as well as most of the Avengers even. So this relic is really strong at the just 2 stars, and if you're someone who's a low spender, I would suggest getting it to 2 stars. The next big spike is only happening at 6 stars, so you don't have to worry about that unless you're a massive spender, and the biggest spike is at 8 stars. So I'm going to cover its skills now. The Link skill, which is the Crimson Chalice, deals damage equal to 2% of the max HP to all allies, to all blood fallen each round, cannot exceed 300% of the team's attack, permanently reduce their max HP by 10%, and restore 2% HP to all allies. This passive is pretty bad. It works similarly to how Sandra works in the content that is especially seasonal. So reducing enemy HP by 20% in seasonal content is really irrelevant, because someone like Arcane Arabella's runes increase your HP by 20% once per round, so it's pretty much useless, especially the max HP damage it deals and is kept to attack of your team. So you really don't want this relic for this passive. It's nice to have, but it really doesn't affect battle in any way. So the main skill you want this relic for is the Blood of the Fallen. So curse all enemies, turning them into Blood Fallen. Before an enemy casts an active skill excluding basic attacks, the Crimson Chalice has 20% chance to apply silence to the target for 1 round. Silence means you can only use basic attacks in the current round and cannot trigger any active combo skills, triggering up to 2 times per hero. So you can trigger this 2 times per hero in the battle, which is really limiting, but it works because most battles are really short. Especially when it comes to dooms, you pretty much just kill enemies or outscale them. So, or Valiantors, even they're even more bursty than dooms. So this passive is really strong, especially at 6 stars, because the trigger chance increases to 30% and the limit is increased to 3. And then at 8 stars it's 50%, and it also bans the silence, or rather increases the silence duration to 2 rounds. The best part about this at just 2 stars is you can't even cleanse this, because it triggers when the hero is about to take action, so cleansing is literally impossible for this to happen. And it also stops someone like Aphrodite, so she won't be stealing your heroes if she gets silenced. It also works amazingly against Arcane Arabella or any other newest hero that spams ultimates, such as Babylon. So this relic is made to basically stop the ultimate spammers, and it's really valuable because of that, because most of the meta currently is about ultimate spammers. So having it be viable at just 2 stars is amazing, and getting it to 6 stars will truly enhance your PvP. So here is a battle showcase of Dooms against Avengers, and here you will see the relic in action, how it actually works. Here in this battle I had it at just 2 stars, which is really enough and everything you pretty much need for the battle. So the round 2 starts, which is the round where heroes actually get to use their active skills. The first round doesn't matter because it's all basic attacks, unless you're deploying Lucifer with the team, so then it becomes active rounds, and the relic actually does counter Lucifer, so it takes the edge over Lucifer. So yeah, that works also, which I have tested, and is all additional value to the relic provided. And here Aphrodite got silenced, and when she dies she actually doesn't cleanse the silence, so that's another benefit of this relic. It appears the silence can't even be cleansed on top of that. So here in the second round Hela got silenced, and as well as Amaterasu, so neither of them did cast their skills. It seems that Arcane Arabella can bypass this because she doesn't really ult on her own action, but she ults on allies' action, so she doesn't get directly countered with the silence unless it's her own turn, which might be too late and will likely be too late because she casts ultimates a lot of times whenever there's a hero doing action that's not her, so it really doesn't matter for her to be silenced. And here I will showcase the damage it does in PV. It will trigger instantly, so it's a bit harder to see, so I will slow down the battle, and as you've seen, this was the damage it does. and it does the same damage every round. And the HP it removes, you can see it right here. It's a bit harder to see, but that's the basically 10% HP it removed. So it's still significant. Maybe it works better with Sandra. I will have to test that, but it's not really amazing or something game breaking. Maybe at 20% it will be, but yeah, so far right now you don't really need that. The best skill about this relic is the silence it provides in PvP battles. At just 2 stars it will impact your battle, especially at 6 and 8 stars. So if you're summoning, or rather if you're spending like $25 to $30 a month, you can spare this and get this relic to 2 stars and have better odds at PvP. If you don't care about PvP, this relic is a safe skip for you, and rather instead just focus on the Fate heroes. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.